Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss this swamped amplifier. So here theory portion I am not going to discuss. Let's see circuit diagram for C amplifier and swamped amplifier. The basic difference between these two circuits. As you can see here in C amplifier, all available C all available emitter resistance is bypassed by bypass capacitor, while here from all available emitter resistance few resistance is unbypassed, right? So that is the circuit point of view difference. But in C amplifier, uh, emitter resistance is basically used to provide the negative feedback. So if we connect the capacitor across emitter resistance for AC input, emitter resistance will be bypassed, so it cause gain will be increased, right? So that is in C amplifier, while in swamped amplifier the some emitter resistance is unbypassed. So when we provide some AC input, the capital RE as shown in figure, it is bypassed by this bypass capacitance, but this small emitter resistance is still unbypassed, so some voltage will drop across it, and it provides negative feedback to balance the Q point balance the Q point against variation in temperature and again different parameters. Now for these two circuits, if we provide inputs, so what is the output that we have to observe, and for different sets of input, what is the effect in terms of nonlinear distortion, means whether the output is same as an input or not, that we have to observe. So let's implement these two circuits in multisim platform, right? So here I have already implemented both these circuits, where you can see the first C amplifier circuit where total emitter resistance is bypassed by this capacitor, while in second circuit the total out of total emitter resistance few resistance is unbypassed, as you can see. So here in first circuit it is C amplifier, where this is function generator. From function generator I have set sine wave 1 kilohertz frequency, 10 millivolt peak, and here I have used function generator and I have connected one probe. So probe is going to give you peak to peak voltage and frequency, while in CRO will observe the shape of output and its peak values will observe. So after implementing this circuit in multisim, when we provide input and when we connect measuring instrument, if we click on run button or if we press F5, so it gives you output voltage. As you can see here, output voltage is shown in red color. So let me now pause the simulation. Now what we have to observe is, we have to observe the peak to peak amplitude. Then if I take cursor, it is cursor 2, if I set it on positive peak, so it will give you the value 308 point something. Similarly, if I place the cursor at a negative peak, so it will give us value minus 356 point something millivolts. So this way we have to observe the readings, right? So this I will reflect in a sheet mentioned here, right? So that I will mention in this sheet. Now what happens in second circuit, again we have to set same parameters. Sine wave 1 kilohertz frequency, 10 millivolt peak to peak, right? Here oscilloscope is connected, here it is unbypassed resistance 120 ohms. if we connect if we click on run button, it gives you the output. Here output is almost sine wave, it is in blue color. Now let me stop the simulation, right? So you can see peak to peak value, frequency. If I set the cursor, so it will give us positive peak and negative peak. So positive peak 53 point something we will get, then here negative peak is 54 point something. So this we have to now note down. After doing this, what we have to do is we have to change the value in C amplifier and SWAMP amplifier. 10 to 20 millivolt peak means 40 millivolt peak to peak in both these circuits. Then 100 millivolt peak to peak means 50 millivolt peak, that we have to set and we have to note down the readings. So let me do it. So instead of 10, now I am setting 20 millivolt. Okay, before that, we need to take the readings for 10 millivolt for both the circuits. So I am doing this, then I will change the value of input signal. So I have noted the readings for 20 millivolt peak to peak means 10 millivolt peak for both these circuits, C amplifier and SWAMP amplifier. And now for 40 millivolt peak to peak and 100 millivolt peak to peak, we have to take the readings. So let us quickly see. In first circuit, instead of 10 millivolt, let me set 20. Now click on run button. So you can observe here, as it is not accommodated in screen, so let us change the scaling. Okay, now stop simulation. Then after few cycles, let us take the readings. So here you can see output voltage, peak to peak output voltage 1.28, and its peak value 554 point something. Similarly here, negative peak minus 735 point something. Yeah, so this we have to note down. And in second circuit, change the value. 20 millivolt peak means 40 millivolt peak to peak. So see here, output voltage, peak to peak output voltage 216 millivolts. Now let me stop this simulation, and after a few cycles, if we take the readings of peak values, so here it is 107 point something, and here it is 108 point something. So this we have to note down in our sheet. Again same thing we have to repeat for 50 millivolt peak means 100 millivolt peak to peak. So as we can see here, now as it is not accommodated in sheet, so let us change the scale. Just stop simulation. You can observe peak to peak output voltage 2.69 volt. Then let us measure peak value 950, maximum 957 point, sorry, 959.667 something, and negative peak 1.936. So this now we have to put in our sheet. Similarly here, if we change the value 50 millivolt peak to peak means 100 millivolt peak to peak. So see, again change the scale. So here, perfect sine wave, input sine wave, output sine wave. Stop simulation. After a few cycles, if we measure peak value 265 point something, and negative peak minus 272.625, and here peak to peak output voltage. So all these values we have to now put in our different sheet. So let's do it. So now you can see the readings I have mentioned in this sheet. So for 20 millivolt peak to peak, in both the cases there is no nonlinear distortion, while for 40 millivolt and 100 millivolt cases, In C amplifier there is a distortion, while in swamped amplifier there is no distortion. Means for 40 millivolt and 100 millivolt case, presence of nonlinear distortion in output means output is not same as shape of input. Input is sine wave, but output is somewhat distorted signal. While in swamped amplifier case, for all these three sets of inputs, output is almost sine wave. That means there is no presence of nonlinear distortion. But here the nonlinear distortion is not present in swamped amplifier at the cost of less output, or you can say at the cost of reduction in gain, because as you can see here in circuit, this emitter resistance is still unbypassed, so it is going to provide negative feedback, right? So because of this negative feedback the gain is reduced, so that you can observe in this sheet. So here nonlinear distortion in means absence of nonlinear distortion is at the cost of a reduction in output voltage, or we can say it is at the cost of reduction in gain. uh, that's all. Thank you.